Instagram will begin hiding likes on the platform for some U.S. accounts. The social media company says that the move is an effort to create a safer environment for users, but it's already facing backlash for the decision. CBS This Morning co-host Gayle King spoke to CEO Adam Mosseri in June about the massive change.
You can still like in this current test. You just can't see the number of likes unless it's your own post. So you don't have to do all this social comparison.
But that's the beauty. People want, we want you to see that I got X amount of likes on whatever it is I posted.
We will do things that mean people use Instagram less if we think that they keep people safe or generally create a healthier environment. And I think we have to be willing to do that.
Even though it could affect your bottom line.
100%.
Environment. And I am just CBS News contributor and a Wired editor-in-chief Nick Thompson is here joining us, and I am just telling you what he said because you couldn't really hear it in your ear. By the way, so he was just sort of floating the idea back then in June, but then they made an official announcement at Wired's conference, right?
They did, Wired 25 in San Francisco on Friday.
So that is big news.
We're very happy.
So, you know, what he was basically telling Gayle is that this is to create a safer, healthier environment. It had nothing to do with the bottom line. I don't know. It's a business, but what's your take on his explanation?
Oh, I totally agree. I'm normally quite cynical about CEO explanations, but this is going to hurt their bottom line because what it's going to do is we will less neurotically open Instagram to see how many likes we got because it won't be visible. We won't be competitive with each other when we both Instagram out our photographs from the segment this morning, and we'll just use Instagram in a healthier way, which means they might make less money, certainly in the short run. In the long run, I think it will be beneficial because if you reduce unhealthy behaviors on a platform, you reduce all kinds of other problems, potential for backlash, and so on. So I think it's a good change.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was thinking. You know, I hear a lot of people criticize Twitter as being a very toxic environment and praise Instagram as a much more comfortable place to sort of surf. But of course, as soon as we started to hear this, there was all this, oh my gosh, what's going to happen to the influencers? This brand new career that has emerged because of Instagram. Are they going to be negatively affected by this?
Possibly, but I think that's not the end of the world. I mean, they'll still post their photos. People will still like them. They'll still be able to push products and ideas. It will be fine. They just won't have the same immediate self-validation. They'll still have follower counts. They'll still get messages. You'll still have a sense of who's important and who's not. There will still be a caste system on Instagram. Don't you worry. It just won't be quite as precisely defined.
Right. But what about the businesses who sort of depend on these influencers to promote their brand? Like, how are they going to know that it's money well spent?
They'll be able to track the number of impressions, the number of people who view. You'll be able to figure that out. They will definitely be. There is no question that Instagram will keep its ad analytics functioning in a wonderful and precise manner. Don't need to worry about those small businesses.
I bet. So this is coming here to the U.S., but they already sort of tried this out elsewhere. And what was the result? I mean, did influencers kind of fall by the wayside? All the things that we were concerned about, that happened?
So I don't know. I haven't seen their data. I would strongly suspect that they roll it out in 7 countries, then bring it to the U.S. It must have worked.
Right.
Because they wouldn't have They would have brought it. If it was mixed, they would have brought it to some other country next. If it was wildly successful in the first 7, then you bring it to the U.S. So I would imagine that what they're seeing in the data is that there's not a massive drop-off from influencers. There's not a massive drop-off in regular people. And in general, behavior is healthier. That's my guess, but I haven't seen the data.
I think it's a good thing, honestly. I really do. And I think it will actually improve the quality of the postings.
Well, my only concern is that if people aren't worried about likes, maybe they'll put more garbage up. But I don't know.
I never thought about that. Right, more pictures of your eggs in the morning. So listen, I got to ask you about some of the news of the day. This Apple Card that some people are saying the algorithm is biased, that it's sexist, that their wives got much lower credit limit than they did. What do you make of this?
Well, I think that bias in AI is one of the biggest issues in tech today. I think bias in financial algorithms is a huge issue. And I would be much more compelled by the data in the story if it wasn't coming from 2 tweets from multimillionaires. Because your credit limit is determined by your credit score and by your income. And so if you apply for separate cards and one spouse is a gazillionaire and the other is not, the gazillionaire might get the higher credit limit for reasons besides bias. It still might be biased, but this is a very small data set with an Occam's razor explanation. So
they're not applying as a couple, as one unit or a joint card.
As I understand Apple Card, you have to apply for separate cards. So, you know, the millionaire tech founders and their spouses may have the same credit scores, may have same bank account, but they're still applying as different people. So the millionaire may get the higher credit limit because he's a millionaire.
All right.
Now, it may also be biased.
Right.
Right? We do need algorithmic transparency. We do need to investigate. But this story strikes me.
Might not be the best example.
It is a huge issue. It is so important. This is not the most compelling case.
Okay. Nick Thompson, thank you very much.
Thank you.